Let's explore the world of buffered and unbuffered channels in Go. We'll look at the differences between them, their behavior, and when to use each type in your concurrent programs. Channels are communication pipelines between Go routines that allow safe data transfer and synchronization. Think of them as a way for your concurrent functions to send and receive data without stepping on each other's toes. Unbuffered channels provide synchronous communication. This means that the sender of data will block or wait until the receiver is ready to accept the data. Here's how to create an unbuffered channel. First, we declare a variable named ch. Then we use the make function with the ch keyword to create a channel that sends and receives integers. Then, when we send the value 42 through the channel, the sending Go routine will pause until another Go routine receives that value. Let's see an unbuffered channel in action. First, we define a main function. Inside the main function, we create an unbuffered channel that transfers strings. Then, we launch a Go routine that sends the string hello to the channel. Because it is an unbuffered channel, the Go routine will block at this line until another Go routine is ready to receive from the channel. Then, back in the main function, we receive the message from the channel into the variable message. This receive operation unblocks the sending Go routine, allowing it to complete. Finally, we print the received message, which will be hello. Buffered channels offer asynchronous communication. This means they have an internal storage capacity. Data can be sent to the channel without immediately needing a receiver, up to the capacity of the buffer. Here's how to create a buffered channel. First, we declare a variable named ch. Then we use the make function with the ch keyword to create a channel that sends and receives integers. We also specify a buffer size of 3. Then we send the values 1, 2, and 3 to the channel. Since the buffer has space for 3 integers, none of these sends will block. Let's see a buffered channel in action. We define a main function. Inside the main function, we create a buffered channel that transfers integers and has a capacity of 2. Then we send the values 10 and 20 to the channel. Since the channel is buffered and has space for both values, neither send operation will block. Next, we receive and print the first value from the channel, which will be 10. Then we receive and print the second value from the channel, which will be 20. Let's compare the blocking behavior of unbuffered and buffered channels. Unbuffered channels always block on send until a receiver is ready. Buffered channels only block when the buffer is full or empty. If you try to send to a full buffered channel, the sending Go routine will block. Similarly, if you try to receive from an empty buffered channel, the receiving Go routine will block. Use unbuffered channels when you need guaranteed synchronization between Go routines, or for direct handoff communication without buffering. They ensure that a receiver is always present and ready to receive the data being sent. Use buffered channels to handle producer-consumer speed mismatches, where one Go routine produces data faster than another can consume it. Also, you can use them to reduce Go routine blocking for better throughput, as sending Go routines don't have to wait for a receiver to be immediately available. To summarize, unbuffered channels provide synchronous communication, while buffered channels enable asynchronous flow. Choose the channel type that best fits your synchronization needs. Understanding these differences helps you write more efficient and reliable concurrent Go programs. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit CodeLucky.com for more such useful content.